Hello and welcome. We begin with the latest from the Indian subcontinent. Tensions between Pakistan and Afghanistan have sharply escalated. Now, starting late on last night into midnight, Pakistan launched airstrikes inside Afghanistan, including the capital Kabul, as well as Kandahar, the city that serves as the spiritual center of Taliban. Now, Pakistan claims at least 133 Taliban fighters have been killed in its strikes. Islamabad has framed it as an open war against Taliban-ruled Afghanistan, warning of an all-out confrontation if hostilities continue. The strikes came after Afghan forces launched what they called large-scale offensive operations along the border following last week's Pakistani air raids. Afghanistan's defense ministry says that 55 Pakistani soldiers have been killed in the latest fighting, while several others have been captured alive. Islamabad claims its strikes have targeted Taliban defense positions. Kabul has condemned Islamabad's operation and said that they have launched retaliatory action along the frontier with Pakistan.
We started the operation at 8 p.m. tonight, and it's a retaliatory attack to take revenge for our countrymen. We will fight until we haven't a drop of blood in our body. They have martyred our students of madrasas and schools. They have bombarded our mosques.
Residents in Kabul and Kandahar reported hearing fighter jets and explosions overnight. Afghanistan's Nangarhar province also came under attack, where authorities say that Pakistani mortar shells hit a refugee camp. The injured individuals were swiftly transferred to a hospital.
This man is named Abdul Baki. He recently returned to the country and was living in Omari camp. Pakistani forces fired mortar shells, and he and one of his daughters were injured in the attack.
These strikes mark a sharp escalation in tensions between the two neighbours, who share a porous 2,600-kilometre border, a frontier that Kabul does not formally recognise, arguing it is a colonial-era line that split Pashtun tribes across both sides. Now, relations between the two neighbours have deteriorated steadily over the past several months. Border crossings have remained largely closed since heavy fighting in October that left more than 70 people dead on both sides. Pakistan accuses Afghanistan's Taliban government of allowing militant groups to operate from Afghan territory. Islamabad says many recent attacks inside Pakistan have been carried out by Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, or the TTP, which has intensified its campaign since the Taliban returned to power in Kabul in 2021. The Taliban government denies allowing Afghan territory to be used for attacks against Pakistan and has accused Islamabad of violating Afghan sovereignty through repeated cross-border strikes. Diplomatic efforts to ease the tensions have so far failed. Earlier ceasefire attempts, mediated by Qatar and Turkey, did not hold, and Saudi Arabia recently helped secure the release of Pakistani soldiers captured during earlier clashes. Now, Iran has offered to facilitate dialogue between the two sides, while Saudi Arabia has also held consultations with Pakistani officials. The latest airstrikes mark one of the most serious escalations between Pakistan and the Taliban-led Afghanistan in recent years. Both sides have warned they will respond to further attacks, but there is currently no indication of renewed talks or a ceasefire.
The Narayan-Hiti Palace was lit for dinner. The royal family gathered. Laughter echoed through marble halls. But soon, it all changed. Gunshots rang out, one after another. A night that would shatter a kingdom. In hours, the royals were assassinated. Not in a war or a coup, but in a massacre inside the palace walls. Catch the full story on The Assassination Saturday at these times.